Hey everybody, it's the Appalachian Gamer, and we're here at Retro Mansion at their video game swap meet. So let's head inside and see if I can get my 500th game here. So, we are back from the swap meet, and I'm broke, but happy, because I need to get home and record the rest of this to show what I picked up at the Retro Mansion swap meet for this month. How about I turn this car on and let's get home and try these games out. Here, buddy, we are back from the trade swap meet kind of thing from the Retro Mansion, and I had an amazing time. I'm filming this a day later. I've been sick, but I finally got my 500th game, and it is I didn't even know this existed, but I had to get this. But I would just like to say some updates for the channel real quick will be coming soon, so please keep a lookout for a update video on the channel. And one of the updates, I will just say it right now, is I will no longer be streaming on Twitch. I will be streaming here on YouTube, so I can keep them all together. You can go look at my recent lives and everything. Please come to my lives, interact with me, talk to me and stuff like that. I have a microphone. I'm mostly quiet most of the time and stuff like that, but hopefully going to get a face cam and some stuff. But some stuff is happening in life, and I'm trying to work around that with the YouTube channel. But let's hop right in to what I got for these games for my 500th game in my game collection. Now, let's start with one that was kind of a game from my childhood. I remember going over to my grandmother's, and my cousin had a Wii, and it was always in this little back room and stuff like this, and she had just got a brand new game for her Wii, and that game is Wii Sports Resort. Now, Wii Sports Resort is a continuation of the Wii Sports kind of like entry. So you have the original Wii Sports that was bundled into your Wii. The only way you could get that in a full case, such as this, would be if you got the greatest hits version. But they came out with this one called Wii Sports Resort with 12 sports. You have fencing, you have I don't know what it's, I was about to say skiing, but when you have the board behind the boat and stuff, I haven't done that. But you have archery, you have basketball, which was my favorite, you have bicycling, you have bowling's back, you have frisbee, jet ski, golf, and my favorite is flying the little airplane, as you can see here on the back, through the volcano. You could collect little different things, and this requires Wii Motion Plus. So that's when they were selling the little, yep, right there, when they were selling the little add-on, but all of mine have it built in. Got this complete in box. Manual, there's something behind the manual. I'll say it's Club Nintendo, yeah. Club Nintendo, and what else do we have back here? Mario Kart Wii and Wii Fit, so just showing off the Mario stuff and stuff like that. But the manual is amazing. It's really thick, I'm gonna be honest. This is a big manual for this game, but just a great childhood memory. I have it now, and that's why I'm so glad. And this is just such a fun game when friends come over, even family and stuff like that. Because mom's not a real big gamer, but when I say, Wii Sports or something, everybody knows what you're talking about when you mention Wii Sports. Now, the second one would be Pawn. I will put I'll put something up saying this correctly, but thank you, Omar, for this game. I guess that was the kid's name and stuff like that, because on the inside it has Omar Fetish. That might be something bad, but I don't know. Probably just a kid's name. But this game, I don't know how to say it, but I've always seen it on PSP, kind of like reviews and stuff like that, and I got this for a really good deal. So what I know from it is you turn as a war drum, you lead a tribe in 30 minutes with your beat, build an army, collect over 100 weapons and items, and lead the Patapons? That seems like right. The Patapon. Okay, I think I got it right. Probably not. Lies in the destiny of your hands. So it's just kind of like a little minion, like war game. So you lead them here and stuff like that. Some strategy. But got this, as I showed earlier, complete in box. I'll see if I can get that Sharpie off of the manual the best I can. Game, I've already tested the game. Works great, because I wasn't expecting that for the price I got this for. And everything right there, but just another great weird game, because this is my second PSP game in my collection in a box, and I want to collect some more PSP games. I know I have a modded one, but I kind of want to buy the games that kind of like the Silent Hill games. This one, since it's just for this console. I don't know if it's just this, but I've always seen it on here and stuff like that. And the other one I would have to get would be Sega Rally for the Sega Saturn. And the case is seen somewhere, it doesn't have that. It's broke on both sides, so this just kind of lifts off. If I can show that real quick. Yeah, it's Sega Saturn cases are super fragile, and this one's seen a little better days. But you have the game. Manual is the art cover, but I can always just slide them back right there. I'm going to see if I can get another top or something for it. But Sega Rally was one of my favorite games on the Dreamcast, or Sega Rally 2. So I picked up the original Sega Rally for a good price. I just need to collect more Sega Saturn games. That's my biggest thing, but you can race the Castrol oil car, as you see on the front. That's a Toyota Celica. If my brain's not fooling me right now, I'm pretty sure you can get, 4 unique cars. So it doesn't show the other. Well, it shows one. I think that might be I can't really tell. It looks like a Nissan Silvia, but they wouldn't be rallying that. Hopefully, I always use a WRX. I love Colin McRae and the Subarus and stuff like that. So this was just an amazing, good pickup for my Sega Saturn collection, which I need to get some more heavy hitters for the Saturn, but that also requires heavy money, which after this I do not have. The next one is another one from my childhood. There used to be an Xbox that just laid in the back of my grandmother's place, and there was Destroy All Humans on the console. And Destroy All Humans was just kind of like you're an alien, you come back to the 50s, you can steal cows and stuff, and you have a mission and stuff like that. Around the world, you can use different alien guns, you can control the other human beings, fly your UFO, use different weapons, but this was also complete in box, which I'm really happy about. Disc looks really good, but this was one of my favorite games growing up. I haven't played any of the other ones, but this was always just a really fun game, not even, excuse me, a really, kind of, just destroy things, never really followed the mission. And this other one's really weird. The Bible game for PlayStation 2, which does not have a manual, but I don't think that'll be too hard to find. The Bible game made by Crave. I got this because, well, play with family, really, and stuff like that. I knew my dad would really like it, because I am Christian, and I put my faith over anything else and stuff like that. And that's another thing I've been dealing with and stuff like that, because there's a lot of real world events in my life and the world news and stuff that's really requiring me to just pray to God and find an answer and stuff like that. But I take my faith very seriously in God and Jesus Christ and all of that. But I thought, why not? And picked up the Bible game for like $1, which was fine. I mean, it's really cool. It's Mario Party, but Bible themed. So, Bible interactive game, fun for all ages, test your knowledge, and quiz challenge, test your skills on lots of action. And just like the Bible, it's for everybody, which is very true. It's a beat the buzzer type TV game, mini games, inspired by biblical teachings like David and Goliath, Noah's Ark, which we have the whale, we have where he got thrown into the lion's den, David and Goliath, Noah's Ark, when he parted the waters in Egypt when the Egyptians were chasing after the Jews. But I haven't really played this game yet, but I'm really kind of excited to play it and stuff like that, to see what kind of Bible knowledge this kind of has, because I know it's E for everybody, and some stuff like that, so they might not put in more of the darker stories and stuff like that, like the assassination of the kings, and for like children and stuff. But 4 players, I got a multi-tap, so I'm gonna try this out with a few friends and some stuff like that. But it's a pretty good game. I thought just to pick up and have it for my PlayStation 2 collection. Now, for my 500th game in my game collection, I didn't want to pick something up like, the Bible story, which is a great game. It teaches a lot of good things for biblical teachings and my faith and stuff like that. But talking strictly video games, I didn't know what to pick up, because I was running low on money, and I didn't want to pick up something that would absolutely, break my bank, because I got to go work in a few days to kind of recoup that, because I got some other games on my wish list and stuff before I head out to college and stuff, and that will be in the update video. Reminder, there's be an update video coming. But I wanted to pick something special, and when I was a kid, or I guess when my mom and dad got married in 2000, they had been married before and stuff like that. They built a house, or they didn't get married in 2000. They got married in the 90s, excuse me. And they built the house in 2000, and I guess they needed a DVD player. So my dad got a PlayStation 2. And it was always in the box. I always noticed the blue box, which I still have the original one with the price tag on it. I guess he got it, they play games on it and some stuff, and a DVD player and stuff. Get it through the wife. But, there was one game that I always played growing up with a PlayStation 2. And that was Army Men Sarge's War 2, if I'm not mistaken, because it's like tattooed to my head. That was the first game I ever completed as a kid, so I just played it over and over and over again. All the Army Men games, even how bad they were, how good they were. 3DO was one of my favorite developers, because they made the Army Man games, and the Tanks game, it was like WDL, it was like World Destruction League or something for tanks, and stuff like that. But Army Men have always had a close thing, because I am joining the military. I've always wanted to join the military. I always played with the little Army Men action figures. I used to have massive battles. I used to play the video games. So, why not get an Army Man game? But I have all of them. I thought I had all of them. While digging through a vendor's kind of like little, underneath their table or whatever, they had a veil or whatever underneath, but they had some games. I found a big boxed PC game that I had never seen before, and that game is Army Men Toys in Space, which has two. We have green and tan. Plastro was the tan, and then Sarge was the green. But this is a PC game. I do have older PC to play this on, but I thought this was awesome. The character designs, you can like feel it's got like that punched out text right there. It was not $10, let me tell you that. Huh. But the little aliens and stuff, and that little plastic kind of like look, and then you have the Green Army Man and the alien kind of like woman right there. This box just absolutely just caught my eye. And there is the back of it right there, which is a, let me read the back for you. A horde of alien toys have arrived on Earth. And now the enlisted of the Tan Army have enlisted the help of the Tan Army to conquer the galaxy, and hope rests with one man, a green plastic soldier known as Sarge. So I guess this is Sarge before. Yeah, this is Sarge before like what he turns into, because after he has like a chiseled chin and stuff like that, I guess. As enter Tina Tomorrow and her battalion of space troopers. So I guess this is Tina Tomorrow. Joining forces with the Green Army, they freeze, zap, and vaporize and blast their way through the bathroom in the outer space with hopes of destroying the Diabolical Alliance in the name of good. Sorry, it's a tongue twister there. I guess it's an RTX game, which looks really cool. Freeze ray, laser guns, fly swatters, glue, incendiary grenades, napalm. But this is a really just, I never knew this existed, and I had to get it. So this right here is my 500th game in my video game collection. I've been collecting since I was like maybe 4, getting games and stuff for the PlayStation 2 that I had. I always grew up playing games, and my dad playing games with me, such as the Army Men games, because you could like 1v1 and stuff like that. But yeah, this is the 500th game, and I'm so happy this was it. I'm just incredibly happy that this was it. Lord, the tongue twisters. But I did get 2 more things that I will hit really quickly before we end this off. I got a Nintendo DS Lite, which I do not have, but I got it for $10 now. So I'm not touching anything except the back panel, and yeah. Hinge is cooked. The guy said it powers on, but it doesn't read Game Boy Advance or DS games. But I have a plan for this, which I will make a video on shelf swapping this with a transparent see-through case that I found on eBay. Yeah, that's just weird. I don't like that. But I'll have a DS Lite so I can play, Pokemon Emerald, which I alrei play on my, Game Boy SP. But it's just another a DS model to have, because I have the DS. I have a DSi and a 3DS XL, which both sit up there on my top shelf. So this is another great one to have. I think this is the last one with the Game Boy Advance kind of slot right there. So really happy to have this and have a new challenge. And my last thing, which I love, a SpongeBob PlayStation 2 controller. Yes, his eyes are the start and select, and his teeth. His teeth are clear and turbo. So that's really weird. It's got the little holes in the controller too. So it's really weird, it's really big. It's a really big controller to use and stuff like this. But I am using this controller to play Silent Hill 2. So I'm playing Silent Hill 2. There's the logo and everything on the controller. But I'm using this controller to play Silent Hill 2 because it's fitting. And then I'll use this controller and stuff to play Battle for Bikini Bottom in the movie, and then give my reviews on them, because those were 2 more of my childhood games and stuff like that. But all of this stuff was all that I picked up at the Retro Mansion trade kind of event they had, and they're having a convention that's coming up, which I will put the link in the description of the full-on convention. They're going to have the Bowser voice actor and the Princess Peach voice actor and stuff like that. But that is all that I got, and I'm so happy right now. I finally, at the age, I'm as old as the Wii, and a lot of people get scared when I say that, but I'm 18 years old, and I have amassed this collection, and I'm not even halfway through my life, and which that is awesome. And I want to keep these for my kids, or to make someone else happy and stuff like this, but this makes me happy. This is my little hobby that I do. I sit cooped up in my room and play Battle for Bikini Bottom, have some friends over, but Well, I hope you all enjoyed the video and stuff like that. Just happy Sunday, of course, the Sabbath and stuff, because on the 7th day, God rested, and that's what I'm about to go do, because I do not feel good. But I had a really good day yesterday, and met all my friends who work down at the store. Got to talk about it for a dude that likes Xbox, telling him what to buy if he wants to get into original Xbox, how cheap it is, and stuff like that. But just watch out for the update video that's coming out. I know I said this about 3 times, and streaming on YouTube also, and stuff like that. Come support me and stuff like that. But this is the Appalachian Gamer, and I will see you next time. God bless.